My right hand was killing me right now, though. Like, I go to Elvin in the corner. I'm like, man, my right hand is absolutely atrocious.
God damn!
Hey guys, welcome back to the Zaddies Talk Tea podcast. Today we have, I think this is the 8th episode. It's the 8th episode, right, Ibrahim?
It is.
Yeah, it's the episode.
All right, okay. And on this episode, we got cameras on, so you can see all our beautiful faces. Tiano's not gonna join us for this episode again because he's flying to Florida. And as a quick message before we start the podcast, we actually have the podcast on all streaming platforms. So we got on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, everything, you name it. So anyways, let's commence. We got our guest, Nate Umstad, here with us. And Nate, if you want to introduce yourself, that'd be great. Just to the people that don't know.
Obviously, everyone knows me. I'm one of the most famous creators on TikTok currently, known as Charlie.64.
That's fact.
About 200 million followers currently, increasing every day. I actually met up with Joe Biden last week to discuss like vaccinations and stuff throughout the US. So,
okay.
yeah,
okay, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Anyways,
Yeah.
for the people that don't know, or for people who are not like in Manila or just don't go to ISM, Nate was actually involved at the time of this recording in a boxing match with Alex Jahnsen. Nate Umstad versus Alex Jahnsen was deemed the showdown leading up to the fight. And the fight had to be stopped due to a hairline fracture, I believe, in Nate's
Right hand?
right hand or left hand?
Right hand?
Right ulnar. So low down near my wrist on this.
Okay.
Oh,
This,
Oh,
this hand,
okay.
example, down there.
Alright.
Stuffed me.
I got you. So the fight had needed to be stopped. But when people heard the judges' scorecards, so that was me, Ibrahim, and Rick, it ended
they
in a
got
draw.
mad.
And
But they got mad for no reason.
and they got mad. So what
Bro,
we
we
like
still
to do,
won logically.
what we like to do is we just like to review the fight footage with Nate and see what he was thinking through each event, each critical moment, and
We're watching everything again, Jesus.
and
Not every moment. Not
My
every
man.
moment. Just important ones, you know. Because some of them just there was no action, you know. Like the first minute there was no action. I think.
That's fair. All right.
Yeah.
Let me.
Because the first time I threw that right hand, bro, I
Bro.
looked at Elvin,
Bro.
my coach in the corner, and bro, he just gave me that look, and like instantly we both knew my right hand was gone straight away.
Bro.
All right.
I mean,
anyways,
even with the left, you did fine with the left.
we on Safari now. This is round 1. Let me see if I can make this full screen. Can y'all still see that, or is it like paused?
Yeah, I can see.
All right. Okay. So we got round 1 here. Let's load up.
Where's your no audio?
This is a setup before. All right, it's starting. Nate's in the blue. Alex is in the white.
Very, very interesting fluidity. I like the lag.
Oh, okay.
These graphics. Why is it so glitchy?
Yeah, wait. Can we just pause this real quick so I can point something out? Hold on.
Okay.
I feel like this needs to be noticed a little bit more. Wearing headgear changes it a lot, right? So that pocket changes by about, I'd argue around 3 inches. So I'm fine and dandy right now. Other than my arm, I feel like $1 million. But the only thing that actually clipped was in the second round on my nose. But just here. So I would throw that jab, and he would lean back and then pop, like with the right hand. He would do like a pull counter, and it worked. But I couldn't get out of the way fast enough because he kept hitting my. I can't swear. He kept hitting my like bloody forehead.
Nice save.
Yeah, he just kept knocking me in the forehead. Bro, like, kind of rude. I didn't give him permission to do that. But he was basically pushing me. Doesn't really follow social distance protocols, but
Bro, 6 feet away, you know. You already know the vibes.
All right, let's go on. Okay. Oof.
Again,
Okay.
missed it. Men's lag is. First thing I'm noticing here is he's doing a lot of back circling until he finally gets comfortable. Like you look at this, like
Yeah.
in sparring, I'm always the one going back, right? So I always fight on the back foot. I was fighting on the front foot here. I was not used to this.
Yeah.
Because we
I can
actually have quite similar fighting stances.
I can
both our
tell. I can
footwork-
tell it was a bit different for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Both our footwork here was absolutely appalling, though. If you look at that, but it's like we're both standing on a tightrope. I
What
thought
happened to
mine
the
was
forearm?
tight, but Alex seems to have been plagued by the same thing. You look, we both fall off balance very quickly after the thing,
Yeah.
and that's what Owen has specifically been talking to me about, that footwork and also timing. Which is just something I couldn't do because I needed both hands for the timing and in training, and I just didn't have that availability, which was obviously a pain in the ass. But
Oh, all right. Okay, so Alex is starting to engage a little bit here instead of retreat. Oh, okay. Oh, geez. Oh, geez.
that's the thing. I'm gonna say this now. I don't think I actually hurt Alex.
You don't
I'll
think you
give
hurt him?
credit. No, I'll give credit where credit's due. Alex got me once on the nose. You can't see it, didn't actually bruise. He got me once on the nose, and I sort of looked at him. I was like, yeah, that was clean. But there was like 4 or 5 instances where he like missed and like rubbed the headgear, and I got into like the clinch. By the way, I don't know why the ref. Well, I'm gonna have a word with the so-called ref here. He wasn't letting me clinch. But, every time he just missed something, I'd always get into that clinch. I'd be like, you missed. But even like with a broken hand, I was still, I don't know, I'm a bit of a weirdo. I was still chatting shit.
All right. Let's see it here. Let's see how the rest of the fight plays out. Oof. Okay, Nate with a couple of feints there.
That's something we've been working. I'm very fond of feints and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I can see Alex is trying to throw like hella power punches.
Yeah, Alex. The best weapon for him throughout the entire fight that he managed to like make work consistently was that pull counter. My jabs aren't slow, man, and like they're not slow. Everyone's. So I was a little bit off here, both nerves and.
No, even your left jabs were fast though. That's the thing. Even your left jabs are decently fast.
Yeah. So I was nervous. Both a combination of that, having a broken wrist probably wasn't a great touch. Headgear like made it a little bit different. It sounds like I'm fishing for things here, but no. But like in all seriousness, that move like that like pull and then popping over, he landed it multiple times, and it was a clean punch. He used it very well.
Yeah. Okay. Fear the rest of this.
My dumbass kept falling for it, trying to make something happen.
All right. Just a little bit of sizing up, feinting. Parries from Nate. Rounds 40 seconds
But look
until
at
the end.
Ale. Just look at Ale hyping.
That's what some.
Ale
That's
was
some
hyping
I don't know.
himself.
I think Ale took his little brother's suit. I don't know how many sizes small that is.
yeah.
Bro,
but-
he wore that to like a baptism or something. That thing is so small. Bro,
I'm
that-
have to say though, Ale was a good coach.
Fun coach.
He was a fun coach. He was a fun coach on the side.
Yeah. It's always nice having vocal coaches. It's always nice.
Yeah, it's
And,
great.
like,
Oh my God! Look at this here, bro. That was good.
I'm trying to see who's landing what, man. It's so
You got
laggy.
You got him there in the clinch. You got him there in the
The
clinch.
thing is though, I know here, I'll give something else to Alex. We got into the clinch and he'd have me. Like, he didn't actually wobble me. I just kept losing my footing because my footwork was terrible. But like just here, right? He stepped in, and that's obviously precautionary. Like, you can't have someone dying in your ring. So I understand why they stopped it. But I also think it makes me look more hurt than I am. I need everyone to know I wasn't actually hurt here. We're wearing headgear and 12-ounce gloves. You're not hurting people there, especially when you're like this. Because unless you've got like a straight, clean uppercut, and neither of us are Pacquiao, you're not landing that. So nothing there was actually worrying me.
Yeah. Oof. All right.
To be fair though, I felt so sloppy throughout this whole thing. I felt
I could see that in your body language as well. You definitely were. That's why I thought.
I wasn't I don't want to make an excuse because like I obviously like mentally I thought I'd prepared and I felt fine. I was nervous, but I was calm. Like I understood what I had to do. But I actually don't, I think it was just new opponents, new circumstances, new risks. I was just a little bit, I don't know, got a little bit carried away. It drained me a little bit. But like in all seriousness, endurance wise, I thought that might have been a problem for me. I was fine. I was good as gold.
Yeah. You were good. It was just all in the hand. Like,
There's a time here I want to talk about this eye situation. So we'll play this through. I think he clipped me in the eye.
Yeah, this is in the second round, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, but anyways, thoughts on the first round? How do you think the first round went? Like, if you were a judge, what would you score it, Nate?
I think it was pretty even. I think footwork, we should both be put in prison. That was absolutely appalling.
That was
just looking at it again. I didn't realize how bad it was, but I knew because we'd been working on it so much. Because Elvin's knocked me down multiple times. Because as soon as I try to throw a hook, I just fall over. My balance is trash. Because if you're on a tightrope and try to throw a left hook, you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So
I thought that in the last round, the round one, that it was pretty even as well. I scored it 10-10.
We both put draw. I think all three of us all put 10-10. All the judges at 10-10.
So what I noticed there was that, Alex was certainly bringing on the aggression. He was like, countering, like his counters were crazy. But I have to say that Nate's defense was pretty good. And when Nate got into the clinches, he had ways to fight back, like, just a bunch of hooks, a bunch of
I wish it would have gone for like an extra 5 seconds, because I also feel bad for Alex. Obviously, it's hard to fully get your combinations off, and that's where I feel Alex was a little bit cut short, because like he'd have me on the ropes, and like he was obviously stopped by the ref, and I don't know. I feel it was a little bit unfair. I feel he should have been allowed to keep going, but also it wouldn't have made much impact. I was fine.
Okay. Anyways, here's round 2.
He wouldn't touch gloves with me.
I know, yeah. I found that weird.
Bro, I go to touch gloves. He's like, "We've already done it." Yeah, like. Jesus.
Okay.
You can see here, I'm a very active fighter. Like,
you're trying to bring on the aggression after the first round, for sure.
Yep. Like in here, what? Yeah, they separate it straight away before I can even turn to get in the clinch. And keep in mind, my right hand right now is in agony. So you'll notice I stopped throwing it like with hard intentions. It's sort of just to guide. I start trying to keep more distance specifically.
All right,
I don't know if Roman was like drunk or high, but this camera work is absolutely atrocious. I don't know why he couldn't up on the ring. I don't know what he was doing. He was definitely snorting something.
All right, what's happening here? What's happening here? Wait, so what happened in this moment, Nate? Why was it like...
Okay, so it was completely unintentional, but I think it was also a mix. I had Vaseline on my headgear and on my cheeks. So what happened is it obviously got in his glove in the first round, as it does. That's fine. It spreads off in both fighters. But I think as he threw a jab, I think it was maybe a hook, his hand opened up a little bit, just like that, at his fingers, and he full on whacked me in the eyeball. It was all eyeball.
Oh, so this is the eyeball thing.
I went back to Elvin, and I looked at him. I was like, "Hey, I see like 7 of you right now," because my eye, like, it was, when you stand up too quick and your eye just completely goes black. That's all I was seeing. I couldn't see out of my left eye for about 20
But Nate turned into LeBron that moment. Nate turned into LeBron.
Except
you could see 7. You could see.
Falling on
You could see 7. You could see 7 elements.
I could see 3 of Alex's head. I just punched at the middle one.
All right. We continuing. Touch gloves. There we go. At least he touched it that time.
He had trouble with that too. He made another comment there. We should take a pause.
Have been mic'd up for
this. Take like a pause right now. But look at our feet. What is this? Bro,
happy feet, bro.
You're a lot more energetic this round, Nate, I must say.
I came out, but Alex seemed a little bit more calculated than me as well, though. But my right hand, I'll keep in mind, this whole turning around business, it looks like really like amateur-like and really stupid. It was with reason. When you've got a hand that's broken, you don't want to keep getting punches. And Alex, like rightfully so, was punching to my head, but obviously he put the guard up. If that's landing, I was trying to turn to get my left hand in the way. I see Kevin, that guy that the 3'6" that weighs like 202, like Well, no, he doesn't weigh 202 grams almost. No, he kept putting on his story that like I was quote unquote running. I mean, it worked for Floyd. It could work for me, but nah, man, I was trying to get out of that bloody clinch. Alex just wouldn't he wouldn't stop punching and he wouldn't clinch either. Alex did not want to clinch. He but he didn't even push me away and keep fighting. He just decided that where I was ideal for him, and he just started swinging. I don't know what the hell was going on there, but
yeah, I definitely thought that you used the clinch to your advantage. It's just a shame. It's just
he
a
just
shame
wouldn't
that
accept it. He wouldn't clinch.
yeah, and the ref would another contribution was that the ref would stop it too. That's what I noticed.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
there was one stage where he whacked me in the back. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, he
Really
got a deduction. I think he got a deduction for that.
Yeah, that was there right there.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
He whacked me in the
Wait,
back.
was that the deduction? Yeah, that was
Yeah,
it.
that was a
It
deduction.
shouldn't be a
That was
deduction. No, it was his first mistake. It shouldn't be a deduction.
All right.
I didn't get a deduction.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
he called it there. But look,
Yeah.
he told us. He told us 1 point deduction.
I personally I don't think that should be a deduction. I think that should just be a warning. Because I mean it's in the heat of a moment. It's one punch.
Oh, all right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The ref was like smoking packs or something. I swear.
No, he was trying to keep us both safe. He didn't want to deal with a lawsuit.
That's fair. All right. Oof.
Again, froze. I just saw myself on the ropes and then on the other ropes.
Oof. Okay, yeah, the clinch. Trying to take advantage of that.
You can pause back. You see my right hand is all the way out there. I need people I don't throw right hands like that. I promise. I was trying to get around so I could hold him again so I could do stuff with my left hand on the inside. I wasn't actually trying to hit him with that right hand. I was trying to get it around his neck so I could get into a clinch again from a distance. He just wouldn't accept it again though.
Yeah, for sure. I get that. Okay.
The ref is just not interested.
I think this is the part here where he got you with a clean cross right here.
Yeah, that was the one that got my nose. That was I think that'd probably be the punch of the fight. And it was smart. It was a feint down. I went down for. Okay, that was a little bit dramatic. I don't know what I was doing there. It looked like Michael Jackson. But
that's a meme moment. That's gonna get so memed. That picture just.
I wasn't actually there. It was a clean punch, but I felt all right. I don't know why I was doing that. It was like I had a weight on the back of my neck. It was
and you're just getting dragged down there.
I don't know why but I was fine. I stepped back and I was like, all right, I got hit. Yeah, I can continue.
All right, yeah. So quick.
But this is where I don't agree with him stepping in, because Alex should be able to argue here that he would have had a chance to try and go ahead and do something here, and arguably so, but there was 7 seconds left. I don't know what he thought he was gonna do.
Yeah. So what was the verdict on round 2, Nate?
I think other than that very clean shot at the end, it was very quiet again. My right hand was killing me right now, though. I go to Elvin in the corner. I'm like, man, my right hand is absolutely atrocious.
I think that's what we did. But then since there was a deduction, we had to subtract one of Alex. I think that's why we put you this one.
I thought it was a bit. Honestly speaking, for me, I thought it was a bit even. But at the same time, looking back on it, I think if I had to score this again, even though I'm a judge, I can't really say if I were to score it again. But if I were to score it again, I'd have Alex slightly winning this round.
Yeah.
Other than that deduction.
I thought that's what happened. I thought it was a draw, Alex, and then me or something. I don't know. That's something I heard from someone.
Yeah, I think Nate. I think this round you clearly won it. Based on the clinch, you really got into the clinches there.
My calves looking good. My calves looking.
Oh yeah.
Nah, but I'm real. You can notice, and this is gonna sound weird, but that Filipino kind of style of boxing, I'm always on my feet. That's the kind of shit. And obviously it's very amateur-like, but if you look at any of these guys in the ring, they all have very, very similar things. And it's the kind of thing you'd see from Pacquiao. Always on your feet, always active, short, fast, powerful punches.
Yeah.
Obviously, my body type doesn't really support that, seeing as how I'm not 3'6" and Filipino, so it's a little bit different. But yeah.
All
But
right.
in the corner, to give you some insight, Elvin and I were talking, and he looks at me. He goes, "I can't swear," but he goes, "That was effed, wasn't it?" Because and then he grabbed my hand. And he goes, "Look." I go, "Yeah, man. I know. I can feel it." I don't know.
Damn, bro. That's tough. That's actually tough.
I started dancing. I'm
Yeah.
such a smart.
Yeah. I think you were pretty confident this round, bro. You were pretty confident this round.
Because I was
Even though
getting
your
off
hand
the-
was like broken, even though your hand was just dead, you were pretty confident. You know?
Yeah. Oh,
It's just in my nature.
the
I'm
spin.
smart ass.
Yeah, the spin. You kept getting him with a spin, Nate, on
I
that
had
one.
to. I couldn't take anything to my right hand. Bro,
Yeah,
I
that's
was
fair.
feeling in tears. My right hand was killing me. I'm not even exaggerating.
Oh, you slipped a lot of punches in that clinch there.
I did.
That was
No,
nice.
I in the last round, I think I got hit like 3 or 4 times, and it was with that pull counter. If he stuck with that, he would have finished me. Legit, I wouldn't have been surprised. Like,
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Damn.
okay, there again, you see that right hand? That was just me being desperate because something was landing, pissing me off. Because
I
he,
think-
he wouldn't say anything. I hate when people don't talk back, especially in clinches and.
I know. Yeah, it shows they're a bit like laid back or like they don't have any confidence.
And I hate when people don't talk. I hate when people. No, not even that. I think he was confident. He's obviously a great athlete, but I hate when people don't talk in a fight. I like it. I like having like a chat in. Like if you get hit,
Like trash
like
talk?
yeah,
Trash
not
talk
even
or just
trash talk,
talk?
a
Even just a little bit of
conversation.
banter.
Yeah, legit. Okay, see, I completely slipped that. See, that's something we've worked on for a while. Also,
Yeah.
I saw that coming before he even knew he was gonna.
Yeah, your
throw it.
defense was great this round, Nate, and you got him with a couple clean punches as well.
The feints again.
I think the cleanest one was Nate had like such a nice dodge at one of them,
Yeah.
like a Floyd edge dodge.
See, all there, I slipped all of those as well. Credit to Alex though, he didn't lose his composure. He stuck with it a little. Like they obviously have the every now and then wild right hand, but he stuck with it. Like he didn't go stupid when something didn't like work. He would like go back, think about what was happening, and then go back.
He remained composed. He remained composed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to get
See,
you with a
that-
flurry of punches here. He's trying to get you with like a flurry.
And this is where, bro, Kevin thought he was Kevin Hart, like memeing this. Bro, legit. What do you want me to do? Like headbutt his fist? Of course I'm gonna like move. It's not running. It's literally getting out of the firing line. If someone's gonna throw a right hand at you, of course you're gonna slip it and get out of the way. I don't know what do you think.
Yeah, exactly. Like that could be like knockout potential right there.
Alex will try and argue this, but I could
Ooh.
tell he was getting tired a little bit. I could tell he came out a little bit too strong because those, even though my punches were becoming slower, he wasn't pulling like countering them anymore, or he was countering them like half the amount of time.
Mhm.
So and also everyone's gonna call me cocky. I think I won that round, like quite
I agree.
convincingly.
I agree too.
I agree.
So that was the 3 rounds of the fight. What's your verdict on the last round, Nate? What's your verdict on the last round?
Yeah, I think composure wise, Alex did great, but those wild right hands, I think he landed 2 or 3 punches on me in general, and they were all to the side of the head, where headgear just doesn't do the same
You don't
thing.
feel it. You don't feel it. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think what me and Ibrahim did, and Rick as well, we changed his thinking, was that we scored the first round 10-10.
Draw.
10-10 or a draw. And the second round, we had it in favor of you. We had it 10-9, I think. 10-9 to Nate, right?
Is that backwards? I think to Alex.
Yeah, but Alex had a violation. So if we went back and changed it, that would have been for Alex. But then we had trouble like figuring out what happened in the third round. But after like reviewing the footage, we think you definitely won that.
Yeah, Nate
So-
won that.
They won that for sure. So I mean, for the people who are watching, like you guys can have your own opinions and stuff. Like obviously, this boxing stuff, the judging is just subjective, right? But there are a lot of people.
I also want to point out, half of the people like using their like parents' Wi-Fi and stuff, like tweeting off to quote Jake Paul and because he's my daddy. Literally everyone complaining about the judges, including you, Arav. You know I'm looking at you. You're tweeting off your mom's Wi-Fi. Be quiet. Like, legit. I'm not afraid to call you out, man. You are. He should be complimenting me. He's always like riding Floyd's dick as I'm riding Ali's, but he's always, yo, bro, Muhammad just turned into a pterodactyl. What the hell happened, bro? Bro, what the? No, but like he always like nah, but for real, if he's got the chance to hook up with Floyd, I'm sure he'd take it. I did the same with Ali. But like that whole running situation, he should be complimenting me. I mean, that's exactly what he gets horny for.
Yeah, you would have been like destroyed in that situation. He didn't move. Like he was throwing punches.
No, but like the thing they're arguing is like they argue the draw, but then again, by logic, Alex won because of stoppage. So why are they arguing our decision then technically? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's you can make that argument, but also what we were doing was moderately illegal. We weren't allowed to be fighting,
and it was an exhibition fight as well. That's what it was branded as. It wasn't branded as a professional amateur fight. Even the
Look, at the end of the day, as cheesy and like corny and cringe as it all sounds, I am thankful that we both left healthy and like safe. At the end of the
I mean, you didn't leave that healthy, mate. You still got injured.
No.
It's
You
that
know,
healthy.
but there's no bad blood.
Long-term problems. Like I'm sure Alex can like wake up tomorrow morning, and I'm sure he'll be safe and healthy. And obviously, I'm thankful for that. I don't want to ever wish anything terrible on a man. That's not who I am, as odd as that may seem, especially from someone as like me. But I have in fact changed a fair amount. I'm not going to wish death upon a man, as I did with Rahman. I mean, I'm not going.
Like we need.
Rahman brought your family into it though, so you never go against family.
I think I made that up. I don't think he did.
Speaking of which, are you gonna have a rematch with him anytime soon? Is that the next fight?
Right. Moving on to the fights. Kevin Coe, that guy that's a Twitter warrior, literally doesn't actually leave his house anymore. I don't know what's up with that. He literally locked in his bedroom. He constantly thinks he's a bloody comedian, Dave Chappelle or something. I don't know. He thinks he's hilarious, constantly making his Instagram stories with terrible grammar. Then you've got Rahman. Obviously, I want the rematch against him so we can
Do you won?
Bro, I need to get there. Bro, I need a win in my pocket. I made a TikTok earlier. Like, bro, I can't figure out how to get a W under my belt. I don't know what's wrong with me. Man, I can't win.
It's all about growth. So even if you might, this is
absolutely. And I really. Today wasn't the best representation at all. In fact, it was a fairly representation, to put it lightly. But I really have fallen for this sport. I really have taken a serious liking to it, and more than just the sparring and fighting other people, the community that it holds, especially the gym, like going there, like having coaches.
Yeah, the people there were nice, bro. I'm gonna admit, the people there were really nice.
Even though we were messing around, like they were so nice to us. I gotta respect that.
It really is. But so obviously, thank you to Elite the Gym for hosting the event. Credit where credit's due. Alex, literally the only man in this. Alex and Ale, the two men that I can actually give respect to in this entire situation, except for Kevin, because he's just a wanker, bro. Kevin, go outside, man. Talk to a female. You're not a bad-looking kid, dude. Get a haircut. Don't stop looking like a bootleg BTS member. Go talk to a female. You have a chance, homeboy. Trust me.
There was a violation, mate.
That right there was a violation.
Once he swallows his morals and pride and decides to come back to the country, he can get one of these helicopter left or right hands, no problems. I've forgotten what I was talking about. I lost track just roasting Kevin. What are we doing?
You're giving respect to everyone, and you're thinking.
No, not everyone. Obviously the judge and everyone that came, but more specifically, Alex. I could tell that he took the fight seriously. He trained. He was more interested in the media portion than I was. Thank you to Ale's brother for the filming portion, Ale for the coaching, and obviously again, like taking it seriously, keeping his own fighters safe, and specifically Alex. We got in there, we punched each other up, but at the end of the day, you could see. I don't know if the cameras like got it. We still we hugged it out. Like I have no bad blood there anymore. I don't see any negativity there. We settled the beef in the ring as we should have. And we both left in good condition, which is something to be thankful for. So in my eyes, I don't really think there was a winner, loser, or anything here. I think the entire result ended up being positive for everyone, and I think the turnout was great.
Exactly. Yeah. Even though
Hey, bro, I have a question. Do you think, knowing what you know now, do you think you would have gone all 8 rounds even if you knew you had the injury, or do you think you would have tried your best in the first round to go for a knockout?
If my right hand wasn't injured, I think we would have gone the entire distance, and I think you could see what happened. And he's gonna argue this, and he's gonna think I'm being but he was getting tired, rightfully so. He had just gone 6 minutes basically at a full sprint, and I just let him do it for a sec. But he was getting tired. You could tell because he wasn't countering those jabs like he was in the first couple rounds. He was slowing down a little bit less calculated with those wild left and right hands. He was switching up a little bit, and I could see a little bit of a change in his demeanor. He after he landed that really solid right hand and nothing really damaged me, I feel like a little bit of him changed. You realize he's probably not going to finish me, so he's going to have to go to the distance, which I thought was going to happen in general. I honestly had no plans for a stoppage or.
Honestly, I thought that too. Not even being biased, I thought that I didn't know Nate had the injury at the time, so I really thought that it was going to end up like
you said, will this be a segment in the podcast? Don't try to switch up. You said that. I can find the DMs. I got receipts. Receipts.
Oh, look, this is the thing, Nate. I thought it would be fine because remember you were icing it the other day, like on Sunday or something, right? I thought it'd be fine by now. That's what.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I really thought.
So did I, but ice doesn't help a bone problem. Maybe muscles. It doesn't help your hand.
Yeah, I really, honestly, I really thought that the fight was gonna end up like McGregor Floyd, in the situation Alex would be McGregor, coming out strong, bringing the aggression, winning the first couple rounds, but in the end I thought, based on this,
people often mistake me for Floyd. I've had a lot of people when I go to the boxing gym, they often they ask for autographs thinking I'm Floyd at first. I can see why you'd mess that up. I look quite similar to him. So just to point that out.
Yeah, especially the hair. You're bald like him.
Hair,
the exact skin tone.
More like black off hair,
Exactly.
The height,
the beard as well. The beard,
body fat percentage. We're basically identical. In all seriousness.
Exactly. Yeah, height as well. Height. Facial hair.
Isn't he 5'6"? He's like Kevin's height.
He's a bit fast. I think Nate's a bit faster than Mayweather, to be fair,
Yeah.
Nate's hands are just a bit faster.
He's a cheetah. Yeah, exactly.
But we all know Logan beat Floyd. Let's be completely fair. Logan beat Floyd.
Logan absolutely wipes the floor with Floyd Mayweather.
He did, bro.
There's absolutely no argument there.
People be like, Alex was robbed. Nah, bro. Logan was robbed.
Logan was exactly.
Logan was the only one robbed.
Alex's buddy Ale went straight to Instagram. Alex was robbed. Homeboy.
He said 3 weeks over 2 years. I remember he put in a story. He said something like 3 weeks over 2 years. Over 2 years.
What did he say?
3 weeks over 2 years.
3 weeks over 2 years.
Referencing you guys' boxing experience, the difference, or
Can I just point this out? And this is going to sound really silly. You guys probably won't believe this, but I do also have proof. I'm going to find the date of my first boxing lesson. All right. Everything else was self-taught. All right.
All right. Do that real quick. We only have 2 minutes left of recording time. All right.
We do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna scroll up in my messages to Elvin. I sent him a text first. I got his number from someone, so we're gonna find Thursday, June 24th.
What year?
2021.
Oh my god.
But you were self-taught before that, yeah?
Yep. My first ever boxing lesson was at my first ever boxing lesson was at 9 a.m. on June 25th.
Oh my God, that's
Nate, do you
hella
think?
recent.
Okay, Nate, do you think
Not even
your
a month.
training before was so good
Actually,
though?
we had identical training times, 21 days. Yeah.
Oh.
Nate, do you
21 days.
think your personal training from before was good? Helped though?
Yeah, absolutely it did. Prior to that, because obviously I started really gaining an interest during quarantine for this sport. So
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't really do shit about it at the time. God, I need a haircut.
Hey,
Yeah, match
I
Floyd's
couldn't,
aesthetic, you know,
hey, yo,
shorter
all
hair.
right. Yeah,
I
exactly.
couldn't do shit at the time. So I sort of just had to suck it up and try to replicate what I saw in epilogues of Floyd's fights.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I run so much.
All right. Anyways, that was episode 8 of the podcast. We had a great time with Nate. You know, talking about
We're a boxer, you know, celebrity.
yeah, exactly, celebrity Floyd Mayweather lookalike. He went, you know, and had a boxing fight, even though it wasn't the outcome that he wanted. He is learning from it, and you know that's how people grow. You know, you make
Win or
mistakes.
learn,
It's not,
man. Win or learn. I really thought that was kind of a statement, but you know, win or learn. It's a real statement, man.
yeah, win or learn. Like, you know, we're like, you know, life is just all about growth, and you know, you could say that boxing is like, you know, bit similar to life. You like, you know, you get knocked down sometimes, and you know, if you let it get to you,
It'll never
you know,
be by Alex Jahnsen though. You'll never get knocked down by Alex Jahnsen. I can promise you that.
They still respect you. Respect them though, right?
All
You
right.
still respect
Anyways,
Absolutely, I respect it.
yeah,
Absolutely,
we're gonna wrap it up here. We literally have like 10 seconds left. So yeah, see you guys.